may look familiar if you saw Paramount Pictures' Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Old Mexico doubled as Peru for that film. Old Mexico also doubled as Real Mexico for the comedy Nacho Libre starring Jack Black. And you may recognize Old Mexico from TV episodes of ER, Without a Trace, and NBC's Heroes. And right now we're going to head north of the border into an area of the backlot that we call 6 Points, Texas. And over the years we have filmed literally hundreds of TV and movies, westerns right here on these sets. And some of the biggest cowboy stars of film and TV history have mostly dumped it down these streets at one time or another. I'm talking about Hoop Gibson, Audie Murphy, Jimmy Stewart, the Duke himself, John Wayne, even Whoopi Goldberg. This is where she got her film career started, In the Color Purple, directed by Steven Spielberg. And Whoopi is here on the tour to tell us why we call this area 6 Points, Texas.
Did you know that more movies have been shot on these streets than any other spot in the world? Now, during the silent film era, they could shoot up to 6 movies at the same time, one on each one of these 6 streets. That's why it's called 6 Points, because each street had its own bank, its own sheriff's office, its own saloon, and its own hotel. Now, it turns out that this town ain't big enough for both of us. So get on back onto your tram stagecoach thing and get the heck out of here. Go on, go on.
And you may recognize the streets of 6 Points, Texas if you saw the Disney comedy Bedtime Stories starring Adam Sandler. Earlier when we were in the Metro set area, we were talking about facades, and I told you folks, a lot of the buildings that you're going to see here on the tour are not real. Let me give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. As we come around the bend here, if you take a look to the left, you'll see this brick building, this last brick building on the left-hand side of the tram at the end of 6 Points, Texas. You can see how the building isn't real, how it just stops there. Yeah, that's what I mean by facades. Most of the buildings that you're going to see here on the back lot are just like that. Even all the brickwork that you saw, that's merely just foam rubber and fiberglass. If you ever see an actor enter one of these buildings in a TV show or movie, then the actor standing in a room in the next scene, that room was probably built on one of the sound stages that we passed by on the front lot. I guess we can say that facades are special effects, but we have some more special effects we want to show off for you here on the tour. If you take a look to the left-hand side of the tram, we're passing one right now. It's that large round object going by with stairs running up, and it looks like a gigantic pipe. That's what we call our water tank. As we come around the bend, you'll get a better shot of it on the right-hand side of the tram. We fill the tank with water, throw some actors inside. You'll see that there are shutters on the side of the tank. Those shutters come right off. Behind those shutters is plexiglass. We push a camera up against the plexiglass, and that's how we film underwater scenes here in Hollywood. Makes sense, right? Now, there was another Adam Sandler movie that came out a little while ago. It was called You Don't Mess with the Zohan. In the beginning of the film, there's an extended fight scene. Some of the fight takes place underwater. The underwater portions of the fight were filmed in our water tank here at University.